Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to the most powerful and transformative month of the year in one way. This is it, baby. That what's happening this month is going to not only tell us what's happening next year, but potentially a theme that's going to rattle through the rest of our life. It is extraordinary as we have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct, joining forces on the solstice in Aquarius. We are now in the now age of Aquarius, and the next phase for us is all about going forward with a sense of unity, with a sense of freedom. Technology is going to be a big feature, massive shifts forward in technology. There's also a huge eclipse in Sagittarius. So our definition, our understanding of freedom is changing. Expect huge enlightenment. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey, gorgeous Gemini, are you ready for an action-packed, delicious December? And also, don't forget, we've got the theme of the rest of your life, baby. Certainly the rest of 2021. The energy is so strong, and the theme for you for 2021 is all about adventure and expansion. You're awakening to exploring again, and it's massive. It's like for the rest of your life, it's going to be very exciting, I would say, potentially. That's how huge it is. So you're moving on from the previous themes, and you're moving on from actually quite a heavy and intense time. You've had to be dealing, no doubt, in the past few years with life, death, rebirth, very potent issues going on that might have been quite scary, actually. You might have been through some quite intense experience over the past few years. And that theme is changing. And certainly you'll feel the full force of that change probably in 2023. But what is changing for you is it's about optimistic, uplifting times and exploring and learning. How exciting is that? Obviously, it's up to you to do it. You can't just remain like this and expect all the adventures to climb down the chimney, but big shifts for you. And do you know what? Not just literal shifts of exploring. Your whole mind is opening up. Your heart is opening up to feel much more positive and optimistic and excited about life. You are the adventurer. You are the kind of wild one from now on. But let's start at the beginning. The other thing for December anyway is about your relationship. So, which is great because you can find harmony in your relationships and balance and the beauty of life in December. So generally very good, my darlings. Very, very good. Let's start at the beginning. Mercury, the planet of communication, is going into, the sun is already in your relationship zone. So you're able to find balance, and people want to be around you when you communicate. They want to listen to what you've got to say because it's very balanced, and it's kind of slightly mesmerizing. There's something very beautiful about the way, potentially the way you're expressing yourself. Obviously, again, that's up to you. And you're kind of feeling much more at ease with other people. Thanks to Chiron, you're healing. If you communicate, like maybe, for instance, doing something online, doing a presentation, doing something where you have to be at the forefront, maybe you're shy about that. Maybe you've got a wound about that. Maybe something hurt you in the past, so you're like a bit scared to put yourself out there into the world. Well, Chiron and Mercury are going to help you, that you're working with your wounds of being out there in the world and connecting and sort of showing yourself. And trust me, the next few years you will be boldly and fiercely showing yourself and experiencing all sorts of delightful, new, fresh experiences. Very exciting. What else is going on? And obviously Mercury is your ruler. We have the new moon and the total solar eclipse in your relationship zone. Now, this is big news. So yes, let me tell you this. If you're in a relationship and it's not working and it's not good for you and it's not meant to be for you, or you don't want to be in it, or it's based on addiction or something that's not healthy for you, there is a very good chance that on this new moon that you have that revelation that it's time to let go, or indeed it might end. But this is for your greater good. This is going to free you to have relationships that are right for you. And this includes friendships as well as lovers. But you're having a revelation. Something is revealed connected to your relationships on that solar eclipse. You know, as I was talking about, was it last week or the week before last, when we were talking about the eclipse of the moon? If you imagine I mean, it's even more strong when it's a solar eclipse. You imagine, you know, back in the beginning of time when there's no electricity, there's nothing, we just deal with what's going on in the world. And then suddenly the sun is eclipsed, the sun goes dark. You know, that was a big deal back in the day. People paid attention to that shit because it was like, what is this? And then the light would be revealed. And that's symbolically what it is. Everything goes dark and we're like, where are we? Where are we? What's going on? I don't think I know. What do I know anymore? And then, you know, the light comes in and reveals to you the truth of a situation. And in your case, connected to your relationships. And it could be great, actually. It could be you letting go of something so that you can fling yourself more into intimacy. It's not necessarily about, you know, negativity, but it is intense. Venus is also giving you the feeling up until the 15th that you've been working on changing habits and dealing with your routines. But from the 15th, you're really feeling that you want to work on your intimate friendships and relationships, and you find a way. And actually that way, which is for all human relationships and all, you know, obvious really, it's about balance and compromise. And when you find that balance and compromise, and when we truly listen to what the other person have to say without reacting, then we can hear things that make it easier for us to make changes. Often we don't listen. You know, the thing about humans is we make an awful lot of assumptions. We assume we know what the other person is thinking and feeling when actually we don't. And if we stop and listen, voila, look, here is the truth. So that's again, it makes it much easier for you to do that. Mercury is trine Mars on the 15th, which again, you've got this theme going on about putting yourself out there, and you've got the courage and commitment to yourself to do it. And of course, the big news, Mercury and the Sun also go into your deep intent zone, and you might not be feeling as outgoing as usual. You might be wanting to do a lot of the inner work. You might find yourself feeling jealous, or be careful if any emotions hijack you, like jealousy, around that time, because basically you're working on different themes. You're working on themes that aren't about this fear, but it's about, you know, being at peace with yourself and finding balance with yourself. Now, of course, the big news is on the 21st, when the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction is, which is the one. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the world around that time. There's something big coming, and we're moving into a whole different theme. For the world, it's about unity. For you personally, it's about adventure, but also accepting and actually loving people that are different. You're going to literally fall in love with people that are unusual and different. Friendships, you know, things that you want to learn, things maybe you've never thought about before. So it's very, very exciting. We end the month with the full moon in Cancer, and for you, that is about you having a peak experience of feeling grounded. I'm hoping that you're going to have a very kind of grounded time and a very secure time over the Christmas period. But guess what? If you're not, this full moon is a wake-up call for you to find the space within yourself to be grounded and to commit to the next year and the next days, having safety and security around you. And if there's anything destructive trying to kind of mess with you in that way, you're like, no, I am. You will be enlightened by how you can find that peace and groundedness. Let us see what the tarot has to say, my fabulous Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. First card. You may be you have been for a very difficult time, one way or the other. So you may need more rest, more sleep. You may be dealing with some kind of grief. Maybe it's the grief of letting go of something, but you will, exactly. I knew that before I pulled that card. You will not only come back once you've taken time out to sleep, look after yourself, nurture yourself, the Four of Swords, you've also got the Wish card here. So the Wish card is saying to you, right, you know, something you want is coming. You might have to let go of something for what you want to come. But the Wish card is there for you, baby. Use your mind and your rapier wit to get it. The Knight of Swords. Avoid arguments, but use your voice powerfully. The Knight of Swords. I've just said that, I know. Because the whole of December is about healing a wound that you've been carrying for a while. And it's freedom to find the balance that you need. I should stop now. Yeah, just choose wisely the dreams that are in front of you, because there will be many. Anyway, come visit me at michelleknight.com. Loads and loads of free tarot, and also free natal and compatibility astrology charts, totally free. And obviously horoscope.co.uk for all things written astrology. Take care, gorgeous.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MicheleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michele's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.